Who said you can't go home? Real Estate Exposed, brought to you by Signature Real Estate. Real Estate Exposed is all about helping homeowners and those who would like to be homeowners and those who would like to get into real estate.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us today, Freaky Friday. These two thought it'd be super funny and thought I couldn't handle our introduction. So today on Real Estate Exposed, we are going to be talking about all things real estate and exposing all things real estate across the country. My name is Shelly Panzarella, branch manager with Prosperity Lending, and I am here with my amazing co-hosts. Did you hear that? There's two co-hosts. Mr. Brandon Roberts, who is the co-founder and owner of Signature Real Estate Group and our incoming president next year for LVR, and Miss Vandana Bala, who's one of the corporate brokers and team leader for the Bala Group of Signature Real Estate Group. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's get this show on the road.
Look at that, Shelly.
Did you get your freaking stats up now?
I did. I got my stats
Am
up.
I hired?
I'm ready to go.
Can
you
I stay?
Are hired. Yes, you may.
The thing I like best about your introduction is you're the first one that didn't bobble your name or her title.
Oh,
yeah.
Why? Do I bobble my name when I say
No,
it?
hers.
No, my name.
Oh, her name. I don't bobble her name. You bobble her
You
name.
always
If that's a
meant-
real word. Is
Bobble?
bobble a real word?
Bobblehead doll.
That's my father-in-law's name.
You're who?
My father, his name is Bob, but we call him Bobble in short for Google because he knows everything. And I have a husband now that's also in that same category.
Rachel?
We're going to call him Rachel.
Ritual.
Yes.
Funny.
Googard?
Googard.
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 Yeah.
Oh, for Richard.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Welcome
Let's
to the
talk
show.
about. Welcome to the show. Let's talk about new listings or stats. Actually,
32 million is the biggest listing on the market.
what?
32 million, right?
No,
Yes.
I'm just talking about new listings right now.
Oh, just new. Okay.
So
sorry.
new
It went up
listings.
from 3.2 to 32.
New listings right now. We have 1,000. Wait, what had just happened? What had just happened? What had just happened is that I pushed the button and it did something different. New listings in the last 7 days is 1,057. And what Shelly wants to know is what is the highest priced new listing that's popped up on the market? 32 million.
Thank you.
500,000.
Oh, I didn't know there was 500
There's
after
500 after that. 32.5, and it's 14,000 square feet. It's in Summerlin. It sits on 0.88 acres. It's not in Summerlin. It's in Seven Hills. I saw the
Same.
S.
Starts with an S.
Yeah, I saw the S and I figured it was the same, but it's not. It's actually
It's the M.
Seven Hills. Yeah. Yeah. Seven Hills. It's a
is that?
3-story home. Seven Hills?
No, I mean like where in Seven Hills would a $32 million home be?
Oh, it's in
It's on a street.
On a street,
on a street
on Seven Hills.
that you drive by that gets you there. But you want to hear the best part about it?
It's $32 million.
Well, that too. But it has 3 climate-controlled garages with space to accommodate up to 12 vehicles, including a car lift that takes the vehicle directly to the second floor owner's suite. So if you're feeling especially lazy that day and you don't want to go down the steps to get into your car, no problem. That lift can just bring your car to you.
Would that be like the epitome of laziness, or is that just super cool?
I got way too much money that I know what to do with, and so therefore I'm gonna do crazy ass shit.
Vana Nabala, you held out on putting your weekly updates on your Instagram, huh? Hater.
No,
You
I'm
sure?
just
Yes,
waiting until we're done.
You did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nope, I've got it. So is that what you were trying to do? You're trying to cheat, you cheater,
But it's fine. It's
pumpkin
fine.
eater.
It's the only way I know directions if we're up or down on our listings.
Yep. So anyway, so then we have, and that just so you know is listed. Can I say who it is? I can say who it is,
Yeah,
right?
luxury.
It's luxury. It's listed by Ivan Scher.
He is luxury.
He,
Get it? I-S luxury. Okay.
oh
Wow.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Does he know that? Did you tell him that? You should tell him that.
I should, huh? Ivan Scher is luxury.
IS
Great
is,
marketing.
is IS Ivan Scher. I'm going to tell him. I run into him all the time
Me
at
too.
Grape Street, like all the time. Every time I'm there, he's there. And I'm like, we got to stop running into each other. Next time I see him, I'm going to tell him that.
Who's your marketing person?
Who's my marketing person?
No, ask him. Because that was crafty
it.
play on words.
No,
right?
that was awesome. So that home is in Seven Hills. Are you looking it up, Brandon, to see what it is? No, he's looking at the small town that was just sold in Nevada. The small
in
Nevada
Dyer,
town.
Nevada?
Buy a whole town for $8 million, but you can't get a house with a car lift unless you have $32 million. It's crazy.
I wonder how much the car
But it's
lift
a tiny
costs.
town for tiny homes.
Where?
No, it's not for tiny
Oh.
homes. It's just a tiny. It's
Could
a tiny community.
Are you talking about Dyer? The Dyer?
No.
No,
that's
we're
a different-
talking about another community that just sold.
It's called Cal Nev, Arizona.
Cal, Nevada?
CAL-NEV-ARI.
and it's sold for.
$8 million.
Cal, Nev, Arizona. Is it like in the tri-star
Who did
area?
they buy the town from? That's what I want to know. Like, who sells a town? Is that the government?
Clark County.
Schitt's Creek.
Is it
Schitt's
Clark
Creek.
County? Can you
I don't know.
imagine? I'm not done with stats, but we
Oh,
can totally
still going.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We just did what's currently available.
Nancy Kidwell sold it.
So that's currently what's available. You have sold properties, have sold 993 sold properties in the last 7 days. And of that, the highest priced is,
Sold? $12 million.
yes. How'd you know?
I don't know. I thought I saw it on Instagram somewhere. Someone else is posting those same weekly updates. That's crazy.
Maybe one of my agents did it because I sent it to them earlier, but
Why you gotta be
don't.
tricky? Just
I don't
like-
post it
Now?
until after we're done.
I know who all your agents are.
I know, right?
Going on there right now.
$12,250,000 is what it sold for, and it was an inside job.
Ooh, 10 days on the market?
Inside job. No, it was on the market for 106 days, but the person who sold it was the person who listed it, the agent.
Cheater.
And that home, which I think is great. I mean, more power to them, honestly. I have a couple of properties. I can't seem to do double ends on those. I want double end properties. It was a pain in the butt the last time I did it, which was last year.
What
but I wanna
would
do
that
more
look like to
double-end.
double end? You just be
It
the
means
buyer
that
on-
you're the buyer's agent and the listing agent.
So
That
you
means-
have to go get a buyer? Or-
Yeah.
That means when the agent doesn't call you back, you can only be mad at yourself.
Hey, I've got an offer. Great. What's it about?
Ba-dum-bum.
Oh, I got it.
That property, that $12 million property, was in McDonald Highlands in Henderson, which is over by you.
Oh, yeah, both of those big ticket items. Who was that sold by? IS also?
Nope, it was not by Is.
Interesting.
Not by Is. So, so what Shelley was asking is that up or down in comparison? I don't think she was asking. I think she was trying to cheat about it. And as far as was it up or down? So as of last week, we are down to 3.9 weeks of inventory. We were at 5 something last week. This week we're at 3.9 weeks of inventory with active listings of 2924, under contract of 969, which is up from the week before, 748 weekly sales, which is up from the week before. And then average weekly sales price has gone down. Now I do average. I know you do median. Average weekly sales price is $511,288, which is down from last week.
That includes your $12,000,005 sale, right?
That includes the 12.5,
Yep.
12.22,
In average.
12.
Includes all the
250.
outliers.
Yeah,
Outliers.
includes all the outliers. 12.250. Cool. I'm done. What did you want to talk about?
Brandon's got a full agenda. He was already
No, I don't.
chiming in about some stuff he'd like to chat about today.
I'm starting to do my research for the show now.
So Cal Nev Era
Zone,
Nevada.
yeah.
That's the 4. It's
Arizona.
4 states.
Cal,
It's where the
Nevada.
4 states meet.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Tree. It's tree.
Do the 4 states meet
No.
in a
Yes.
certain
Yes.
spot?
It's the 4
Right.
corners, but Nevada's
four?
not part of the 4.
Nevada, California?
So what's the other?
No,
What's
it's
the fourth?
Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. That's where the 4 corners are.
So why
It's
is
the
this thing
tri.
called Cal Nev Aries?
I don't know,
Nevada?
because if you look at the
Arizona.
map, it's not even at the border. It's in Nevada up 95.
So it's a mining.
Or down
so it's
95.
apparently a mining company that bought it. Hundreds of acres in a remote town called Las Vegas. I wonder what they are doing there.
550 acres, mostly vacant real estate off U.S. Highway 95, some 70 miles south of Las Vegas for $8 million.
Yeah.
It was the sale by town co-founder Nancy Kidwell.
Good for her.
Closed in late July. Property records show Kidwell, who is in her 80s, had tried for years to sell her holdings in Cal Nev era.
Airy.
Airy.
So it's
a tiny
just the three of
outpost in
them.
the middle of the desert. I wonder if... no, I don't think I've gone there.
Have you driven through it?
I'm trying to think if I've gone out there to buy lottery tickets or something.
Is it over by
Is it
California?
far?
No, because that's in Arizona. That would have been in Arizona. No, it's on your way to...
Yeah.
on your-
California?
on your way out to past Searchlight.
Oh, it's south?
South.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
70 miles south of Las Vegas, according to the
Interesting.
Las Vegas Review-Journal.
I sent you the article if you want to put it up. Betamax. That's pretty freaking awesome. I would have bought it.
And it has its own little airstrip, too. So if you would have bought it.
What?
If I had only known it was for sale.
If I knew it was for sale, I would have totally bought it. Wouldn't you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, it's going to a Nevada mining company, which is probably means that there's some treasures in the mines there, right? Somebody did their research. Watch, they're gonna hit oil, and we screwed up because we didn't buy it. We could have been multi-billionaires, and now because we didn't even consider it, we get nothing.
I would have considered it if I would have known
Was it
about
on the MLS?
Was it on
it
the
wasn't.
list?
It was not.
It was one of our highest price listings.
I
when
don't think it was. I don't think it was. So really cool thing though, the list for the top 25 places to buy a vacation home came out.
Ooh.
I know.
Hawaii?
Yeah, there's some vacation homes that are in demand since the pandemic. So it's a pretty recent one. Oh, Beta, did you do you want me to wait until you're done putting up that? No, you're good. You're solid.
Follow
You're done
along.
with it?
Stay
Okay,
up.
I know.
Stay up.
Keep up
Pace
with
up.
us, my friend. Keep up with us.
I think it has to
So-
do with price, too.
It does have to do with price. I love that you're on point with me today. You've got it up and running too.
Yeah, I brought my iPad
Wait, what
in.
page are
Bring
you
your
on? Sorry,
iPad.
let me jump in.
Page
We're
2.
on
Let me
page.
get to the show.
We got the script. We didn't give it to you, which is why
And
you
this
did
top
the
25
introduction.
places to buy a vacation home was posted in Realtor Magazine.
Yes, it was.
I think we need to start giving credit to where we're finding the stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff.
California's in there quite a bit, but you know what isn't?
So is Utah.
Las Vegas. Las Vegas is not.
For a
If you look at the top
second,
5, Norris Lake, Tennessee.
Where's Bear Lake?
Norris Lake, Tennessee
Northern
is
Utah.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. And then you've got Dauphin Island. What's ALA?
sounds
Is
pretty.
that Alabama? Alaska?
I don't know, Gulf
Ala-
Shores.
Alabama.
Where's
Shores,
Dauphin
Alabama.
Island? Does
I
anybody
think it's
know?
out.
Alabama.
Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Gulf Shores, Alabama.
And Dolphin Island, Alabama.
So Alabama's on
Dauphin.
on the list twice in the top 5.
All
Number
right, let me
4
check
and
out
number
this
3.
place. Might be taking a trip out there. How far away
Gulf
is it?
Shores. You can buy a place out there in Gulf Shores for $402,000.
Where's all of our Crimson Tide fans? Come on.
Number 2 on the list, St.
War
Augustine,
Eagle.
Florida. Where's St. Augustine in Florida?
Why do you ask all these tough questions?
I know. I feel
I
like
don't know. You guys have computers? Look that shit up.
Augustine. Oh, there's a St. Augustine, Alabama. Let's check out what
That's
that
what we
looks
said.
like.
Didn't
No,
we say
this is
Alabama?
Florida.
Florida.
It is. Wow, it's pretty.
Is it?
Is it close to
Kind of
Destin?
looks like Destin.
Ooh, white beaches.
Barney's Beach Service.
Nice.
Where is it? I guess I should have pulled up a map, huh?
The map of where it
It's
is.
the map. Get the map. Get the
And then we've got number 1 on the list is none other than Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Gatlinburg.
Tennessee.
Where's
Another
that?
Tennessee.
But why? Why is that is the more important question. I've never heard of it. Why is anybody buying in Gatlinburg, Tennessee? What's going on in Gatlinburg that's so exciting?
It's the number 1 place to buy a vacation.
You
Are
guys
you not following along?
You guys are good. You're good.
It's crazy to me. Gatlinburg. What's going on in Gatlinburg?
So St. Augustine, sorry, I don't mean to jump back to number 2, but St. Augustine lays claim to being the oldest city in the United States. It's known for its Spanish colonial architecture, and it's on the Atlantic Ocean side.
Which is the Florida place?
Yeah.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Nice. So are you putting
I'm
up
gonna go check it out.
Gatlinburg? There's nothing on
Gatlinburg?
Gatlinburg.
I'm going to go buy some homes, guys.
It looks
Gatlinburg,
like-
Tennessee.
It looks like a hippie town.
No, look, I got waterfalls.
There's water.
Gatlinburg, a mountain town in eastern Tennessee, known as a gateway to the roughly 520,000 Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
Look at how pretty that is. Some of those places are pretty. They're pretty. They're what? Like Brian Head?
It has a 2.1 mile aerial cable car that journeys from downtown to the popular amusement park and ski resort Ober Gatlinburg.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Ooh.
Don't go.
You know that song?
No.
Including 407 feet Space Needle Observation Tower. You know what? I might go check this place out.
Let's go. Can we go on vacation?
Sure.
Let's do
they have
our
hurricanes
show
here?
from Gatlinburg.
I can call in from Costa Rica next week.
You're
Wait,
going to
what?
Costa Rica next week?
What?
You're going to Costa
Not
Rica
next week, the week after. I'm going for 2 weeks, leaving on the 28th.
So about this show,
So about that, we have a good show without him, Shelly. We'll be fine.
we have an amazing show
You guys-
together.
You guys will survive. You can't mess it up in 2 weeks.
True.
3 maybe, but 2 you're all
True,
right.
true.
Yeah. So
You didn't know that?
No, it wasn't on our
I mean,
calendar.
I feel like I knew that somewhere, somehow, like deep down. I think you mentioned it, but like at passing.
Like,
You know what I mean?
Costa Rica.
Yeah. Don't wait for me. You're moving us all out of the Summerlin office, and then you're like, bye, see you later.
No,
Handle that shit.
I'm going to
on your
Chicago while you
own."
guys are moving out of the
Oh,
Summerlin office.
Perfect.
Just so you know.
Thanks.
How's all that
Sounds
going?
wonderful.
Everything good? You guys all got the movers
I
coming
still
in?
have to
I
pack,
think
man.
we have to
Wait,
move
we
out
have
too.
movers?
No?
You?
We're not moving stuff to your house.
No, to the new office.
Yeah, we will take a couple boxes for you.
Boxes.
take
I
my
got
whole office?
furniture.
We're not taking furniture to the office.
We just talked about the chairs. We talked about the chairs. We got to take the chairs, the boxes, and all my awards. What do I do with all my awards? Where are they
All
going to go?
your
Oh my
awards.
god,
They're all dated.
Becky. Yeah, because
Yeah, what do
I've
you
been
do?
amazing since I was 2000. Since I started in 2003.
She has her 10-year-old modeling trophies up on the wall.
No, I don't.
So really, what are
No,
you
I
supposed to do
don't.
with those things that are like 2 years out and then you kind of discard them, or
I
3 years?
don't know why you hang on to them in the first place.
Awards?
Yeah.
Because they're awesome. People actually took the time to give you something awesome.
Bigger, better.
You know why they did that?
They
Why?
wanted
So
So you'd
sponsorship.
feel better about yourself.
You shut your mouth right
That's why.
now.
That's why they have them all over the rooms, right? You have them all so you can keep seeing them every time.
But
you
I
walk in.
think like when I have clients that walk into the office and they see like certifications and awards, they're like, all right, I'm actually dealing with someone who knows what they're talking
They're
about.
going, this woman has too much time on her hands.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, so can we? I'm not necessarily real estate driven off of this, but there's a. So I actually had a client who was talking about.
We have a real estate show
I
going
know,
on right
I
now.
know.
All
Okay.
things, everything.
So
Just checking.
they were talking about an agent who just bought this brand new Lamborghini whatever car, and that one
It's a beautiful car. I've
client
seen it in
thinks
person.
that they're because they were able to afford this car, they are like taking advantage of their clients. Another client was like, I want to work with this person because he's
Maybe I'll
obviously
get a ride in that
super
car.
that too, but he's also super successful.
Little do they know, most people that have a lot of that stuff, they're financed to the hilt. And
Not this
Leveraged?
person.
well, I'm not saying he is, but a lot of times people have a lot of stuff
talking about?
and they look like they make a lot of money
Yeah.
and they don't.
Yeah.
So I don't
True.
think you should work with anybody based on what they drive or
Or the clothes they
whatever.
wear.
But their shoes.
Okay, so I'm going to back up for a second on this because this is actually a great topic.
Oh,
so
yes.
thanks for bringing it up, Shelly.
Nice job,
Okay.
Shelley.
If you look at have you read the
In it
book?
to win it,
Have
man.
you read the book Millionaire Mind? Secrets of a Millionaire Mind?
I have it.
No.
Have you read it?
No.
Okay, so I started reading it. It's actually pretty good, and it's right along this concept, right? Of how do you make people believe that not believe, but how do you personally get that mindset where you're successful? And a lot of people take on the concept of the fact that, or I can be successful if I act that way, right? If I act like I'm
Mindset.
successful, if I've got my mindset in a matter of success, then I am successful. And sometimes for some people that means driving a Lamborghini.
Well, I think if you feel better about yourself, maybe you do some more production. There's also, if you put more pressure on yourself, more debt and stuff, maybe
Yeah.
you're more likely to work.
Hustling.
But I don't think it's the stuff around you that gets you that millionaire mindset. I think you have to believe in it and you have to see yourself actually being successful and
Yeah.
even
Agree.
believe it's
Again,
possible.
mindset, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's all mindset.
But it's not the clothes, the car, stuff like that. I guess maybe that makes you feel better, but you have to be able to see yourself there or even believe it's possible. Otherwise, you're never going to get there.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to change the cycle of what you're used to, because if you've seen your parents get here, this may be where you believe you can get. So you have to be able to see that you can get past that.
Yeah.
So much like, carting
made
around
no
in a
sense.
fancy
Nope. Yeah,
suit
I
and
got it.
stuff. Maybe carting around in a Lamborghini also brings you that same type of
It's
mindset
basically a
shift.
suit for the rest of your
a
body,
car.
for your
Yeah.
aura, for your
Yeah.
ego, for your
Well,
whatever. It's,
you-
it's your ego suit.
You can sell more real estate because you can get there faster.
Do you think it scares off
In a
clients
Lamborghini.
though? If for
It
those
might.
that believe like, oh man, they must be either too busy, so
Just like what you said, though. Probably half the people think,
yeah,
and then
they're
the other
super
people think,
successful.
I want to work with that person.
Yeah,
I mean, people say that about Teslas too, right? And when people see with the especially when you look at our Tesla, with those things that go up. I mean, I seriously love that car with
Oh,
the
the doors.
doors that
I'm
go
like,
up,
what things?
right? They're
Yeah.
like, damn, you got like suicide doors and that, right? Is that what they're called?
No.
What are they called?
Falcon wing doors.
Yeah.
Falcon wing
But,
doors.
but here's the thing. Like when I first got the Tesla years ago, I felt awkward driving it because I thought this is too much car, it's too expensive, that kind of stuff. Now you see them everywhere.
yeah.
And people originally would see them and say, oh my gosh, you got a Tesla. Now it's like, it's just
Everybody's
another
got
car.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day when you were driving your car where it turned into just a regular car?
No.
No? You still
Yeah, the
think
day I
it's
had a
like this
paper-
luxurious Tesla?
No,
cool.
I don't. You're right. It's a regular car now. Yeah.
When you first get it, it's this novelty thing. It's really, really cool. And then all of a sudden it's like,
You turn it
It's just
into
a
the
car.
service department.
and you
you're
say,
like-
bye.
You're like,
that's
"Hell
why
yeah."
that's why we're waiting on the Porsche to be self-driving and then
will-
we're out.
I will take
Out.
I'll take Uber.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much for the Uber credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It did turn into like a regular. But I will say, I mean, if I'm driving
love
one
the
of
car.
those Lamborghinis
Yes.
that we're talking about, the SUV ones, those are pretty. I mean, like I saw it maybe a month ago. It's pretty badass.
A Lamborghini
Yours?
SUV.
Oh my god!
Is that what that
it's-
person bought?
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful car. And I was like, can I ride it? Can I drive it? Can I get into it? Can I touch it? Can I
It's
give
pretty.
it a hug?
They come in some pretty amazing, some pretty hot colors too.
Yeah, they do. That's
you
the
wanna-
thing. Like it's definitely a different class.
Yeah.
But I will say that this person doesn't necessarily only do real
Looks like
estate
a Porsche.
too. They come in, which by the way, I also like.
Look at that
I
green.
love them. I do love them.
The Lamborghini.
What is
I love
something like that
Porsches to
run?
begin.
270.
250. Okay. Or
I mean,
270.
if I had to price
from,
it out.
from 218, just stock, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you got to buy the rims.
Well,
or
you
the
wouldn't.
wheels
Yeah,
and the
you
steering
wouldn't.
wheel.
You wouldn't get if you were going to get that car. You
Did you
wouldn't
want windows?
start. You wouldn't do the 218. Like
Right.
No, I
you do
probably
the-
would.
Yeah, exactly. But it's Tom says mindset is everything, and it's
Yes.
so true. Mindset is absolutely everything. If you don't have your head right, you're not going to accomplish half of the things that you want to.
Anything.
Yeah. Yeah, which is why I was kind of like running a little bit late too, is because I wanted to have a kick-ass show, but I couldn't do it unless I finished my daily focus for the day, and that takes me a while.
Daily focus.
Yeah,
Looks like I'm driving it.
looks like
Oh, that's pretty cool. Let me take a picture from over here, and then I'll
Yeah,
look
over the
exactly
shoulder.
like it's you're in the interior.
y'all so crazy.
That's awesome.
all right. So back to real estate.
Yes.
So thank you for that side.
Anytime.
That's
what I'm here
thing,
for.
But I think it also applied. So
I'm just curious who got it. I know you don't have to tell me right now, but I want to hear after.
okay. So then you've got building material costs have actually surpassed records, and we're hearing this all across the board, right? I actually sent you this article, Beta. You've got it somewhere in the chat that I provided.
Material costs.
Material costs. And so it's funny because I just recently went to a new home site over in the South to go show property to a client. And they were saying, look, we finally have lumber, but all the other stuff is
Yeah.
now taking forever. And it seems to be. And so your house is taking a couple of months because you're having trouble finding equipment,
Supplies.
stuff, right? Supplies. We're seeing it across the board.
What are
No?
you having a hard time getting? Is there anything specific?
Drywall.
No,
Drywall. I have some in my garage if you'd like.
You do not.
We have lots of Chinese drywall. No, we're not having a problem with drywall. It's more expensive. Everything's more expensive. The biggest thing right now has been appliances. Appliances are taking a long time. And then it's just work, getting people to show up on time too.
So
Help.
we've got right
help.
now, it looks like building materials, it's saying in this article, has climbed 19.4% over the last 12 months, which is a 13% increase this year. 13% increase. That's quite a bit for like building materials, right? I mean, that's not normal costs. It's kind of like housing prices.
Well, it's like everything, though, right? We've got didn't they come back out again saying the car, Toyota and Ford now have issues again with the manufacturing on the chips. And so there's a shortage on that. So there's shortages on everything today. Although I did hear a change in the new construction site that one of the builders is actually starting to spec homes, which they haven't done that in a while.
I think I mentioned that like a month ago. I went to a new home site and they were like, hey, this is the house. This is how it's going to be built. We've already made the adjustment. We've already basically said what's going into it. You have no options available to you. You take it as we give it to you.
Yeah.
And that's because we need to just move on the construction of it because it's taking too long otherwise.
And they probably also have that. They know what they can get.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Which cabinets, which everything
Yep.
that they can get these things turned quick. That makes
And
sense.
they're doing it across the board on every single one of these properties. So you've got the same cabinets that are going into every house because they can buy them in bulk and they're available. They've got the same countertops, the same, right? I mean, that's the only way that they're getting these properties.
They figure buyers are settling on the purchase or
everything else,
resale.
that's
Why
right.
not?
Why not here?
At least it's new.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is
exactly.
new, though. That's not something that had been out for a few years.
It's I want to say who just started doing it. Is it Taylor Morrison that I went to show
Toll
not
Brothers.
too long ago? Toll Brothers is doing it too. Taylor Morrison, they're in the Summerlin area town center, like off of 215. They have the next gen homes, and they already have them spec'd and ready to go, and they've got all of the options picked out, and you just basically buy what they give you. And so the best part about that too, though, if you consider that, is that people know exactly how much they're going to pay. It's not like they start at 600,000 and all of a sudden after they've picked their upgrades, they're at 900, right?
Yeah.
You're like, where did I spend all that money?
Yeah.
Harmony too is apparently what
Are doing that?
Yeah, Harmony is doing it too. So it's good for the client because they know exactly what they're walking into price point wise. There's no surprises. They haven't added a bunch of things, but that's also where the problem lies is because they haven't picked it. Is it now considered a new home, or is it because they're no longer custom building it, right?
But I don't think a new home is necessarily custom built. I mean, it is.
It's a tract home.
Yeah, it's still production, right?
Yeah.
I just think in this case, it's not something that they could pick their actual plan and
They
if you
can't
want a
get
one
and
bedroom
the options and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No options allowed. No refunds.
Looks like you're remodeling next year.
I know. And
So-
it's possible that could go up too. It might be a great time for
The remodel?
for people to get into the remodeling industry.
Well, I think the
Contractors.
help there is also right. You're saying there.
You get
taking
this
some time.
linoleum and that wallpaper, and
I'll take it. It
this-
looks exactly like my old one, though.
yeah, and this tile countertop.
Somebody just recently. So I went to Resorts World Monday.
How was
Monday?
it?
Tuesday?
Where did you eat there?
So we went to Wally's they had a wine tasting, which of course I didn't have any wine. And then they took us into this place called the Palace. So they actually have at Resorts World, it was on Monday, they had just released the Palace 2 hours prior to the person who was showing it to us. It was their first time seeing it that day too, who worked for Resorts World and was in charge of customer relations or whatever. So we get in there and she was telling me, she's like, so the place is 7,000 square feet and you can rent it for $25,000 a night.
It's a hotel room?
It's a
or,
hotel room.
oh, okay.
It's like for their high rollers, right? And so the high rollers
you.
always get
No, I thought she was
first
talking about a
bids.
restaurant. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So she was
good
like,
food.
I actually went to a place in Greece and found was it Greece? I can't remember where she said she found. And she found like the building material. She's like, I had to go direct to go get these items in order to get this done. And they were already, they were over budget and it was taking them some time to get all of these things done. And she's like, we had plans for this and we ended up going this route. And it's just, it's a little crazy how prices have gone up and how we're sort of accommodating based off of, we've got timelines that we have to go to. You know, what's the sad part about that It's right across the street from the old 7-Eleven that I had, and it's probably making a ton of money now.
Yeah, but think of all the money you would have lost.
I know,
to this
that's
point.
true. That's true. Yes. Yes.
What a
Thanks,
taking
Brand.
and
Thanks for
frustration. I do
thank you for
remember the
bringing it back.
Slurpee stories.
I was glad when you got out of that.
Were you? Yeah. Because you didn't have to work graveyards with me anymore. Pretty much, yeah.
So did you guys hear about the new, the local home builders, Storybook Homes? They actually merged with Toll Brothers. That's kind of big news. You guys remember Wayne
that's a big
Laska?
news. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting to see that he
But they're going to
sold
keep the
his-
brand.
Are they? Oh.
That's what I heard. They're
They're just going to expand and...
Their lower end homes are going to be through Story.
Toll Brothers has a lower end story homes.
Was higher end?
Yeah.
I think
No.
they're going to switch it then.
No,
you're right. Storybook
so Toll
is
Brothers
a-
is going to be their lower end. So what is
Correct.
that? What is that going to start at?
It's
So-
going to be. They're going to be Toll Brothers lower end.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to call it?
No.
They're not changing the name. But
He's-
Toll Brothers,
A-
the name brand there is going to be the higher end stuff,
Got it.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you're asking me? Yes.
Yeah, you
What
were,
said.
you were confusing me.
I'm confusing you. You're confusing me.
That's
Yes.
what we
Welcome
do.
to our show. So, anyways, all right. So we talked about builders supplies. Shelly, you sent over a really great article. Should we save that for the rates portion?
No, whatever
No,
you
bring
want.
it
Just
up.
talk.
Just
That's
just
what our
talk.
show's about. Which
Just
one did
talk.
I bring up? I bring up great things.
The
Student
student
loans.
debt,
Oh.
man. Oh, that to me is pretty damn.
Did you read the whole article though?
Yeah.
No.
One caveat is that
Did you
it
see how
is
long it
for-
was?
I know. It's ensuring borrowers with disabilities burdened by student debt can get
The
relief.
disabilities is the key.
I know. So tell me about that.
You still owe your student loans.
Unless I'm disabled.
but you're
$5.8
not.
billion
I know.
of student debt is going to be automatically discharged.
So,
And it's going to indefinitely waive the policy for TBD borrowers to require proof of income. So for those borrowers who have to do like income-based repayment, you don't have to go and show verification of income. So if you make $1, you make $1.
so that's through the Biden administration.
Sorry,
That's something
it's
that he's
total and
been-
permanent disability, people.
Wait, what?
TBD.
Total?
TBD, total permanent disability.
Total
Borrowers.
permanent disability. Okay, so what exactly is that? Like the definition of that?
Let's see if they have a definition of that.
Because I've been waiting for my student loans
It's
to
not
be
going.
erased.
I don't think it's going to include you. You can walk right off this stage, so you're going to be fine.
I think it's people that
Yeah,
can't really work now.
yeah.
Ah, okay. So it's
And so they
ensuring.
can't really-
So basically, what it is, it's ensuring borrowers with disabilities to no longer be burdened by student debt.
Correct.
So is there an application process, or do they just?
They could not submit paperwork, so they don't have to submit paperwork. They'll waive the 3-year monitoring period.
So how do they determine that? Like, how does somebody say, "Hey, I qualify,"
You probably have a certificate of disability.
and then
I
I
would
would
guess.
just submit that?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That would be my guess. I don't know. This
Yeah.
is brand new, hot off the press.
Exactly. Thank you to
yesterday.
the insider.
Yeah.
So, okay, established under President Barack Obama, anyone determined
Business
permanently
Insider.
disabled by a physician, the Social Security Administration,
By a physician.
or the Department of Veterans Affairs are eligible for federal student debt cancellation with a requirement to submit documentation during a 3-year monitoring period to verify that their income did not exceed the poverty line. And that poverty line is it like under 30,000 per person
I think
or
it's
something?
less than that.
Is it?
I don't know.
Can people survive off of less than that?
You spend that much in a month.
I mean, 6, but yes.
6 times that amount?
No. In 6
Oh.
months.
Oh,
It's and I probably could have survived at one point in that. I think as you get older and you've got kids and Teslas,
then you can't.
you can't.
We're just talking about inflation on that subject.
So
here.
the federal property level.
Poverty.
Poverty.
Yeah.
level is 12,060.
Wow.
What?
Do they have to file taxes on that? No, they receive no.
I'm not an accountant. Well, the big thing is though, it's like you
You
just
have to
said
be
said that you couldn't live below 30.
Imagine
And
12.
this is basically saying if you make more than 12,060, you're above the poverty line. I don't know how.
That's impossible.
That's $1,000 a month.
yeah.
Impossible.
To Live it.
So okay, so
Unless you have a really nice tent.
I do,
don't have
we
any
have this
housing
like
costs.
I know we have. So I'm part of this program, and every year we challenge the folks who go through the program to go on basically a diet that is similar to what you would have when you get food stamps.
I was just thinking about this. Mayor Goodman did it, right? Where it was like a $2 a day budget. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, basically, you're eating rice and beans
Or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and that's it
You want to try it?
for a week. I'm in.
I like peanut butter and jelly.
I'll do it. No, I'm serious. I'm doing it. So here's the thing, though. You can't go get, but you can't make.
Brandon's like,
listen,
maybe.
listen. You can't get water like bottled water because that costs money. So it has to be tap
Not for
water.
my RO.
There's nothing wrong with tap water.
No, you could do tap. Okay, and then you.
She spends $12,880 in water a year.
Well, we have the RO system, right?
Same.
But
That counts.
I think you could utilize that.
Yeah.
So you couldn't buy bottled water. You couldn't
Okay.
buy. I mean, you can't really go to the store and do go get like last minute. Oh, I'm gonna grab candy off. As I check out. Girl,
Do you do
guys-
that?
No. Well, I haven't in 67 days, but
Aw.
my kids
Almost
do
there.
all the time.
Really?
All
You
the
let him
time.
go to the grocery store?
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you think we get food?
Instacart. Seriously, it's a lifesaver in many ways.
Why do you need Instacart? You don't cook. What do you need?
Well, I mean, the
food
occasional
for
time I
in your
need like
house?
water.
They deliver. They deliver candy.
What would you do, Shelly, because you can't cook? You don't cook.
I can cook. I can cook spaghetti.
Can you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yes.
Then you can do this
That-
challenge.
Exactly. I like peanut butter and jelly.
Let's do
I
it.
think you can get more than peanut
One
butter.
day.
and
You guys
jelly.
want to do it one day? $2. You find out what to eat. $2. $2. You got a $2 budget for the whole day.
But we should do it for a week.
A week? We can't
14
survive in a
you-
week.
And you can't have anybody else buy you stuff. Like it has to be you only.
You eat for $14
for the
an
whole
entire
week.
I mean, I don't. There's
The goal is.
But I would do this challenge with you guys to see if we
Or
could do
you
it.
free fall.
Listen,
You
Beta, would
realize
do
you
it?
just put the
Beta's
caveat
like,
in.
I've been doing it.
That's right. You cannot get leftovers and all that stuff, right?
I
Ramen.
know. Ramen is the only way. That's what we
love
survived off in college, right? I mean,
Same,
technically,
yeah.
this is a college diet.
Do you like ramen?
No,
Love it.
I do like it actually. I do. I
Because
don't
here's
love
the
it.
thing.
I like
I
it.
love ramen. Like the
How do you prepare it though?
yeah, that right. You just follow the instructions on the bag.
I know, but what are your instructions? Mine are a little different.
Oh, mine are different.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just
see?
I just put water in it, throw it in the microwave, boil it.
Microwave?
Microwave?
Yeah, you can boil them in the microwave. Then you strain it off and you put the seasoning in it because I don't like the soupiness, and then you eat it. But you know what? I love it because I've never had to live on it.
Oh,
A lot of people don't like it.
yeah.
How do you
I-
prepare yours?
I crush it up. Like I.
Oh, what a waste!
I mean, it's like
Why
the
are you so
soggy
violent?
cereal.
So I take the bag and I
Okay.
just crush it,
And eat it like chips.
and then I eat it like chips with the seasoning on it.
You
Wait,
don't even
you
cook
don't
I
it,
don't
even-
even cook it.
Because she can't get bottled water.
and she's making fun of you.
I know, right?
'Cause-
So I do it by the book, which is you boil your water. I actually put my I try very delicately to not break
on
it
the stove.
I know.
You
I
don't
have,
break it at all.
I have one bowl that I know how to actually use.
So different.
I break it in half where it stays long so you don't have all the pieces all over the place. You boil it. I don't like the gummy, soupy noodles, so I literally get it to be just al dente. And then I drain it. I put my seasoning in, and then I throw a thing of ice, and I put some lemon and some tapatio. So good.
Wow,
Lime,
Cool.
actually, not
That's
lemon.
quite
lime.
the
I was
recipe.
gonna say it's probably.
And that
lime.
is when I cook. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Have you tried putting corn in it? It's so good.
corn?
Ugh, corn, and then you crack open an egg.
Well, how do you put that in without water?
Well, no, when I do
You
boil it with water.
Raw corn on the
So
cob.
when I boil it in water, I actually put it into the water, and then I crack open an egg and let the egg boil into it. Oh, so good.
So you got like a poached egg in there.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
So delicious. Anyway,
There-
like true
We're not
ramen.
yet
We
for the
are
season
starting-
for-
Spinach and some
Yeah. So
We're gonna
tell
start
us.
a new show called Cooking Exposed.
right.
That is the extent of my cooking. So
Well, at least you can do that.
I know.
So $2 a day.
For a week or a day? Let's like be very specific.
2 days. I feel like anybody can do anything for one day.
Can they? $2? What would that actually?
I can't do that. I got to fly tomorrow, so I'll be in the airport.
We'll do
You
it when
can't
come
get
back.
anything for $2.
When are you back? Yeah. He's like, stick
I
a
come
cap?
back. I come back September 11th.
Okay,
Oh,
so that's when we'll do it.
crackers. Wait,
So
what?
we'll do it when you get back.
I'll do it in Costa Rica.
$2 a day.
I can get a
That's
lot
like,
more with
I was
$2.
gonna say.
Cheater,
I can
cheater.
get a lot more in Costa
Cheater,
Rica.
cheater, punk.
Maybe we'll have Beta do it. We'll have Beta. Well,
Maybe Beta and us.
We'll have them film
for a
it.
day.
But then
okay.
Beta
We'll
can't.
figure out a day. Yeah, you can film a day of it, and we could just talk about what it looks
You can
like.
catch fun in it eating behind the door or something.
seriously.
I don't do that.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
don't do
Literally.
We should
All right.
do it on day 76 of her 75-day heart.
I hate you guys. so
Right when
much
she's
right
just
now.
about to get in.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually looking forward to having a glass of wine.
Aw.
I had a good one last night.
Yeah, what brand was it? What bottle was it?
Just teasing her.
I hate you right now. All right, so
in the
let's-
Palace over Resorts World.
let's-
I bought it at the 7-Eleven across the street.
all right, shut up already.
$2 check.
Seriously?
It's in a box, but it's cool. Actually,
All
it was in a glass
right.
with a foil top.
You pop it.
You get those right at the counter.
Copa. I mean, so I've
Such a
heard it's
dork.
called Copa.
So let's talk about eviction bans.
Okay.
Eviction bans. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Can't evict anybody.
Oh,
You're
the
banned from
moratorium?
evicting people. It's called the eviction moratorium. Yeah, AKA. So there's an article about whether eviction bans, not banned, bans are driving up rents.
If it's
I don't need you to pull it up, Beta.
the question is that a question or I mean
So-
rents are up right now.
Yep, they've skyrocketed, right?
Yep.
They're skyrocketed to like record levels in the summertime.
So does that mean if you can't pay your rent now, you're going to go ahead and increase the rent again?
No, this is for people who have
tenants.
like new tenants, right? Because possibly because during the eviction or during the legislative session, there was a bill that came out that said if you've been evicted during the pandemic and you couldn't pay your rent because of COVID, then your eviction is now sealed. So a lot of landlords and property managers do not know if people have been evicted in the past. And so it's impossible. And so because of that, and now we can't evict people, right? But because of that, the new eviction moratorium from the CDC that's going now until the end of September-ish or whatever, whatever it
Vegas?
is.
CDC or
The CDC, yeah.
I thought
The
they-
Nevada's eviction moratorium's been done. It's the CDC eviction moratorium that's still going. That's till September. So what the question is that moratorium causing rents to go up?
No.
Why? Because they're going up.
They're going up because there's
housing crisis?
high demand.
Demand.
There is high demand. And there's high demand because
Because
there's
nobody's
low inventory.
able to get out of their
and
houses.
there's low inventory because there's no evictions allowed.
So maybe that's why all
Let's
these
try this again.
investors,
Which means it's causing prices to go up, like I said.
so these investors that have come in and picked up all these homes cash, they're going to be the ones that are taking in these tenants who have
Yes.
their credit basically sealed on the evictions. And so will that increase inventory or no?
It's
The investors coming in.
there's investors, but I think there's another reason why they're picking up all these.
hedge
Why?
funds.
I can't tell you yet till I'm proven right.
Well,
When is that going to happen?
hedge funds.
No, the hedge funds are picking them up. I just think they've already got renters for them.
Who's the renters?
I can't tell you until I figure this out for sure.
Why are you giving us
the
small
underground.
teasing of information,
Stay tuned for the next show.
which he's not going to be at
Make sure you smash that notification button so you know when that is, because we don't know either.
because he's not going to know. What? There's
Stop being so
articles out
serious,
there
Brandon.
from the Insider. he's filling out commission instructions.
No, I'm really not. I'm dealing with
You know the
issues.
best time to get Brandon to sign your commission instructions?
Never.
During our show.
No, I'm just. Today has been a weird day because there's been so many broker issues today. It just started last night and it's continued all through today. Even right now, I'm dealing with.
You know,
one,
it's
so.
Red Moon Day was
Well,
yesterday.
there's a red
last night.
sun this morning.
Or red sun, yeah.
So
Sorry,
that's
wrong.
because of the smoke.
Oh, whatever.
But maybe that's just something. Smoke's in the air. I don't know. But yeah,
Something's in the
so
air.
many issues today.
Lots of fires. See what I did there? See what I did there? Lots of fires.
Smash that like button.
Even renters can't escape the housing crisis. Prices just spiked at the fastest rate they've ever spiked in 16 years. Stifling home prices are pushing buyers into the rental market and sparking a new affordability crisis. U.S. rent prices rose in June at the fastest since they have at least since 2005, according to CoreLogic. The bounce is largely driven by the housing shortage and risks trapping millennials in the rental market. Here we go again. What? Millennials. I said it.
Gen Zers.
Gen Z. See, I knew it was going to happen. So, yeah, that was the article. So renters beware. People who thought they wanted to buy a house but balked at skyrocketing prices are coming for the rental market. It's already sparking a new affordability crisis. Single family rents rose 7.5% year over year in June. Property analytics firm CoreLogic said that's up from 6.6% growth in May and marks the fastest price growth since at least 2005. Surge in rent prices is largely a result of red hot housing market. Home prices surged at record pace throughout much of 2021 as supply shortages powered frenetic bidding wars. Crazy.
So I need to raise my rent, is what you're saying from all that.
Yeah. You can.
7%.
I'm not saying you have
That'd be
to do
nice.
it.
7 years I haven't raised my rent. It's probably time. That wouldn't be considered because of this season. It's just time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
But it also could be because of the season. So if you have a vacant property, it's a great time to do that.
Yeah.
Is to raise the rent a little bit. So there's a new restaurant that's going to be opening at the Cosmopolitan. Did you guys hear about this?
Nope.
Oh my God. It's called Super Freako, I want to say.
She's a super freak. Super freak.
Oh.
It's super freaky.
So Freako is a term used for this particular chef. He actually, what he does is the ends of his pizza. So it's pizza. The ends of his pizza are topped with like crusty, delicious
O's.
cheese.
So they have
Kinda
that at
like
Pizza
Domino's.
Hut.
No, it's not.
The cheesy crust?
Yeah.
No, it's not. What do you
Yeah.
mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they flavor the
Pizza Hut or Domino. I didn't know it was
Are you
Domino's.
looking
I
for
think
it,
Blaze
Beta?
Pizza you can get it too or something.
So the article that I am talking about, I'll give it to you in a hot
It's
minute.
just going to cost you a lot more.
Because it's at the Cosmo? Is it the
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan that's that little secret area in the back?
No, that's Secret Kitchen. So the Secret Pizza place is
Yeah.
still going to be open. That's still open. And then you've got another one coming up called, what is the name of it? Hold on. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you the exact name of it. Just hold on. Everybody hold on for a minute.
Still holding.
Everybody hold on. It's called Super Freako. SUPERFRICO. Super Freako. It's an Italian-American psychedelic restaurant.
Oh, psychedelic mushroom pizzas.
Psychedelic restaurant. And it's going to be, so it's
Now
Italian,
you have my
American,
attention.
psychedelic. Yeah. And it's going to be opening in...
Oh, it's not open yet?
No, it's
Come
not open yet. It's
on.
going to open at the Cosmopolitan. Let me see here. Hold, please. I'll tell you right now.
Well, since we're talking about restaurants opening in Las Vegas, do you guys know RPM? Do you know who that is? Do you guys know who Juliana Rancic is?
No.
Like, love her. Do you know who Bill Rancic is? You're a Trump dude. It's his...
You're a Trump dude.
what's that? Apprentice?
You're fired.
Exactly. He was the winner of the Apprentice.
Yeah.
Bill Rancic?
So he's opening a restaurant.
Here, RPM, at Caesars.
What's it going to be?
He's got these pizzas, and he's gonna put crusted cheese on the crust. It's gonna be amazing.
It's Italian.
American psychedelic.
Yes.
Oh, you guys are so rude.
Wait, what does the comment say there on Area Hedgehog? I just
Area
kissed.
Hedgehog.
So it's going into the old Rose Rabbit Lie area.
Oh, okay. Where was that at?
Yeah. So they announced it. I want to say
That's an interesting picture.
They announced it 2 days ago.
Exposed.
They announced it 2 days ago that this restaurant's going to open.
Very cool.
Super exciting. We should do one of our leader luncheons there.
Agree on the hedge fund companies.
You think they'd be happy with pizza after the last one was steak and lobster?
I know.
That was so good.
It was good.
I mean, if it was Super Freako American
Maybe.
psychedelic pizza.
how are we gonna one up that one?
Okay, so
Taking
I
to Texas to
learned
Brazil.
I learned something
RPM.
new too. Did you
RPM.
know that tomatoes actually started in Mexico, and Mexico was where pizza came from? They did it on a tortilla, and then they took the tomatoes to Italy, and then Italy actually
No
made
way.
Yes, Look it up.
No.
Yes, look it
Not
up.
looking it
I
up.
just found this out the other day because my friend's
Yeah.
opening this place called Super Freako, and so she went to like this thing, and then
now
she
the
was
truth
telling
comes
me,
out.
and she was telling me about all the stuff that she learned, and I was like, I did not know that. That's so cool.
And she's like, watch how gullible Vonda is.
Shut up.
We can tell her anything. She'll put it
Right.
on her podcast.
No.
And then it becomes truth.
Stop it. Stop it. And then, I already
And then
talked
there's
about this.
more.
And then there's more.
So-
What?
One of my buyers actually told me that the industrial real estate market is hot. Have you
Yeah.
got why?
Everything's hot.
No, I mean with the warehouses. What's the big deal of these warehouses? I'm like, are you TIing them? He's like, no, just gray shell. They come in with one office and a warehouse, and boom. And they're big time. Also in, I guess, low demand, high demand, high demand.
High demand.
But why? But
Everything is.
commercial office space is not.
Yes, it is.
I can't sublease my space right now. Nobody wants it.
It's junk.
Which one?
What are you doing to market it?
I just told you guys. It's on Real Estate Exposed.
It should be sold today.
Exactly. On
We will have someone for you shortly.
Therein lies the problem.
nobody's
Nobody
marketing.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to tell somebody.
So
Yeah, you don't think it. You haven't heard, or you have heard that also in industrial
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. I think everything is on a shortage. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Everything's short.
He's saying everybody from California is relocating and they're bringing all of their companies here, and that's where they're coming in. They can't keep up with the build on these industrial warehouses.
sounds like you already knew the answer.
Thanks
Well,
for
I didn't know. I mean, this whole area over here, in Henderson, we're like vacant, but he said it's this whole southwest area.
Southwest. You see all the building
That's
going
what
on
I'm
out here?
saying. I'm
It's
like,
crazy.
that's insane. I didn't realize it was that hot.
I
for
can't
that.
get my remodel done in 3 months, but they can throw up a whole office building in a week.
It's all concrete though.
It's all concrete.
concrete tilt up.
That's right.
Right? They got
Yep.
nothing to do.
You
with
ship
it.
them in.
They ship them in. So, if you're a real estate agent out there that's listening in, you should be making connections with other real estate agents in places like Florida and Texas, because Florida has been it's been the place to live for a lot of retirees for very, very long, and now Texas is actually becoming a mecca. What is that?
It's not me.
What is that? Is that your fan? Did
I
you
had to
turn
tune
your
my
fan
cool-
on? I'm
yes,
sorry.
the
fan
Well,
battery.
too
The
hard.
battery's dying.
I'm hearing it on my thing.
Sorry.
So Texas is becoming the mecca for younger home buyers, according to a new study by Lending Tree. It is what else? That's it. That's all I got to say. That's it. That's where all the young
Well,
people are
I am
going.
also
Texas?
licensed in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, Texas or Florida?
No, Texas. Florida is where the retirees go.
Oh, the old. I got it. Older.
old-
Oldest
schoolers.
homeowners go to Florida. Youngest
Florida,
go to
Miami, and
Texas.
Tampa,
Yep.
right? And Texas is for younger homeowners,
Like millennials,
Younger.
even younger.
maybe younger than that. That would be what
The
what
youngest
would-
average
what's younger
age
than
for
millennials?
homeowners was between 47 and 48. That is not young. That is like prime time for some of us.
Just out of the range.
You don't think 47 and 48 is young?
How old were you when you bought your first home?
I mean, I'm just kidding.
As soon as we close, Shelly.
Whenever you get this shit done. No, I'm kidding.
We started working
was-
on it when I was 35. No, that's awesome.
like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. So
6 or-
for
Is-
30 something.
Really? So average would be.
Shut up, you.
How about you, Brendan?
My first was, I was about, 24?
24. Did you buy and sell or become a rental or did you own or
It
carry
was,
on
it was
that?
all owner
Oh, no, I
financing.
lied. I actually had one earlier, but continue. You tell your story and then I'll tell
No,
mine.
it's, it was a shitty experience because I should have used a realtor and I probably should have got financing because I did an owner
carry.
finance deal. And when I went into there, like 3 weeks after I moved in, I got a notice from the city said, we need you to board up your place.
Why?
And I'm like, that's what I said. Why? And come to find out that there had been multiple notices on this house that there was these repairs that need to be done, the roof and all that stuff. And the way he'd get around it is he'd sell it on contract to other people, and it becomes their problem. You see what I mean? And then they default because they get underwater with all the stuff. Well, I was smarter than him because I went to the city, and there was actually grants and stuff to get paint and all that other stuff to beautify the neighborhood.
Wow.
So we worked on that,
Good for
but it costs a lot of time and stress during that because
to figure it out.
you don't know. But
Yeah.
if I had a realtor then they would have pulled a preliminary title report.
Possibly.
They should have. If you'd have closed to a title company, then you would have been able to see it because it was a lien on the
Did you
property.
do a for sale by owner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owner carry.
Owner carry?
And if
You've been
well,
doing owner carries for
and
a long time.
And a for sale by owner.
I didn't know the mortgage market existed till I met Shelly. Showed me a whole new light.
I
And now I have 2 houses with mortgages. It's
within
crazy.
a year.
Yeah. Within weeks.
We appreciate you, Brandon.
I appreciate you. She pulled one of them out of an owner financing, then
Yeah.
let me
Then you bought
buy a new one.
home of his dreams.
Well, it will be.
Yeah.
In
Soon.
3 months.
To be
Right now it's
determined.
When he gets back
Nightmares.
from Costa Rica.
My first home was also an owner carry, and I forgot about that. But my experience wasn't as traumatic like that. Mine was pretty cool. And then when I realized I could actually sell, somebody came to my door and said, "Hey, would you want to sell this home? I have a buyer for you." I'm like, look at that trick.
Yes.
And they really did, actually. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It was kind of cool experience. And was a stepping stone to my next home,
Yeah.
which I financed.
I
was like
I'll
30.
tell you another interesting story, though. Have you ever bought a house twice? The same house?
No.
I have.
What?
Why?
Because I like the house. I'd buy it a third time if it go up for sale.
Why'd you sell
Why'd
it?
you sell it?
Well, the first time because I invested with another real estate agent. We bought it because it was like a up and a down duplex type thing. And then he bought me out. I moved on. He sold it. Somebody else bought it, sold it, came back on the market. I liked it. I bought it. And then I sold it because I was moving down here. And now I wish I still had it because I like it.
And
Good
you
story.
you would have kept it as a rental.
It would be perfect for going up there now because I
second
could
home.
stay in the basement when I'm in town, and then you could rent out the other
Ah,
side. It would have been
okay.
pretty cool. But
Yeah.
Oh, like a true
so if you're on
duplex.
4506 Leo Way in Salt Lake, I want to buy your house.
Actually, I'm going to head over there and I'm going to tell him, I have a buyer for you.
I know. I'm going to send them a letter today.
Yeah.
I have a buyer for your home.
No, it was cool. I had a
That's
big
willing to
deck
buy
off
today.
the back that overlooked the valley. It wasn't a great. I mean, it was built in '56. It needed a lot of work. It had a flat roof, but it was
You seem to be the
Home
guy
of
that
my
can
dreams.
put together some paint and all that other stuff, get grants and everything to
When-
pick up your
yeah.
to get the house all fixed.
regentrifying the neighborhood.
Gentrify.
Right? Isn't that what it's called?
I don't
yeah.
know.
Renovate?
Renovate,
Regentrify?
revigorate.
I don't do anything for the neighborhood. I just do it for my house.
Like 3 times in
I
2
moved.
years.
I moved in. That should be enough for the neighborhood.
Exactly.
I'll tell you something. Have you guys heard of around the valley? Randomly, like 500 people just show up. Okay, young kids and stuff, and they take over an intersection, and
And
do
then they start
donuts
dancing.
and donuts and brodies and racing and all that kind of stuff.
What?
This happens in Vegas. This happens all over the place.
What is it called?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't.
I
it's like a
may or may
pop-up
not
something.
have heard about this, but I was way old then. I'm sure it's something different.
No, because this just happened this last weekend right by my house on Deer Springs and Buffalo up there.
Yeah.
And all these people show up, and it was loud, and some guy's pilling out, blew a tire, and the whole bit. And you know how many cops showed up?
None.
One motorcycle cop.
Yeah.
Did he
What
get
are
him-
they
did
gonna
he
do?
get him
So-
taken care of?
There used to be like a rock quarry over here, right off of
Oh,
Rainbow.
snap.
So when I was in high school, we used to do like the
Did
drag
it
racing.
show up on the article?
Yeah, but not here in Vegas. It was in Costa Mesa.
Yeah, but it happens here too.
500 cars scatter from street takeover.
Yeah,
That's what
street
it's called.
takeovers.
It's called a street takeover.
And they just drag up and down. They just race up and down. And
You know what's funny though? I
Darn
heard
it.
this yesterday. So they're putting out all these messages and stuff on Facebook looking for the guy that organized it. And everyone's tagging him. Look, you're in the news. Look.
oh my god,
They found him.
no way.
That's kind of like those people who
The-
were so excited
Could
about
never get
like
away with
rushing
it.
into.
Yeah, the guy had to take down his Facebook page, his Instagram, and everything.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty funny, actually.
Cars
You'll always get
blocking
caught.
intersections, doing donuts and speeding through neighborhoods, as Fox 5 reporter earlier said. Fox 5 reported earlier this week, nearly 60 people were busted near Shadow Rock Park in the Northeast Valley last weekend. A group of competitive street racers said what's taking place inside city limits is giving street racing a bad name. A true street racer spends thousands and thousands on their vehicles and their cars and take pride in it. Blah blah.
Oh, and these are just
blah,
little
and these are all
boxes
schmucks.
that are. I
We
mean,
do it on the
Street
street and it
racers
is
take
illegal,
pride.
but we are doing it out of the city, away from anybody. We like to call in Mexico. We go so far out. We like to
This
call in
legit-
Mexico. I don't understand what that means.
the legit street
We've
racers.
had pieces of tires come up on our front yard, said a neighbor. Another neighbor, Jose,
For
said
blowouts?
his daughter fell off her bike getting out of the way of a car. I was pretty furious, but there was nothing I could do. Doing
Anyway.
it with children around is just
Your assistant probably
stupidity.
does some of that street racing. She likes all
She's
those
an
fun
organizer.
cars.
Tag her in the
Oh.
next
little
one.
turbos.
No, but that was
Street
interesting.
takeover.
Yep. So anyway,
That's so crazy.
Sideshow.
coming to a neighborhood near you.
Hopefully not.
Could you videotape that next time?
I wasn't there. I was actually at the.
That's a bunch of
I was at
bullshit.
the Raiders preseason
Oh,
game.
we didn't even talk about the Raiders.
Who?
The
Oh, no.
on that note,
No, that's crazy. Maybe we'll talk about that next week because we're out of time.
And you're not going to be here, so it's a great time
Yeah.
to talk about that. Shelly,
you wrap it up. Oh, rates. Rates are actually doing really well. Crackers. I did have
She's
something
like,
to
oh,
say.
yeah, that's right. There's
Who
a
are we
segment
talking
that
about?
I do.
Me. Actually, what I thought was interesting this week is rates were actually lower this week than they were a year ago.
That's pretty badass.
So we're still slow, very low.
And it's low,
Still
so it's
below
lower
threes.
than 3%. And everybody was worried. Oh
Low
my
threes.
God, it's higher.
Should I refinance?
Like, is it good enough for
don't know.
refinancing? Probably not.
I don't. It
Didn't you
depends.
get a good rate though,
Oh,
Brandon?
sideshows. See, it was Shelly was there. She
Yeah.
said
She
it was
was in
crazy.
it?
No,
Oh.
it's by her house.
Wow.
called
Next
a
time,
sideshow.
videotape it. It's called the sideshow. I think back then it was called street racing, but who knows?
Drag racing.
It was drag racing.
Yeah.
And it was over here off Rainbow. And we used to all just line up in our little Honda Preludes and stuff like that. But who's talking? Anyways, that's a wrap, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you for joining us today. Check us out on the next episode, and we'll see you next time. It's a wrap.
Bye.